Yes. The territory system within the gym's mowing ecosphere is very interesting, and is probably the biggest competitive advantage that we have. It's incredibly counterintuitive. So usually when you're buying a franchise, what you want to get is as much territory as possible. Like if you open a McDonald's, you want to have as much territory around that McDonald's as you can before they open the next McDonald's. Or the Tim Hortons, you want to have as much territory as you can around that Tim Hortons before they open the next Tim Hortons. Within the gym's mowing ecosphere, actually the opposite is true. So when you have a territory within our system, it's actually quite small. It's only about 800 homes. And what that territory grants you is the first right of refusal for those leads within that territory. But where it gets interesting within the gym's mowing system is that you're not only limited to taking work within your territory, you have your take work area, and your take work area is unlimited. So what do we mean by your take work area? It's basically a geofence that you're going to set for yourself. Like, for example, you could set it for the borders of Surrey. And you could say, I'd like to get as much work as I can in the city of Surrey. You might only have a very small territory in the city of Surrey, but you'd like to take work all over Surrey. Well, you can set the system to give you your allocation of leads within Surrey. So all of the leads that come in, if there's one franchisee and there's a whole bunch of leads come in Surrey, they'll all go to that one franchisee. If there's 5 franchisees and 100 leads come in, they get divided equally amongst all the franchisees that say they want work in Surrey. So you're actually limitless in terms of territory when it comes to a gym's mowing franchise. Now, where it becomes counterintuitive is, you could set your borders from Abbotsford to Delta. Does that mean you're going to make money? Probably not, because you're going to spend most of your time driving and very little of your time working. So the restriction on where you're going to take work is not going to come from the franchise system. The restriction on where you're going to take work is going to come from common sense. You're going to set your borders so that you're taking work in as small an area as possible in order to travel as little as possible, in order to work as much as possible. Okay? So we could have, let's say, 5 to 7 franchisees, and we do in cities like Surrey and cities like Abbotsford, cities like Nanaimo. We have 5 to 7 franchisees in each city. Each franchisee has a tiny territory within that city, but all of them, basically, depending on where you draw the maps, where they draw their own maps, where they decide to take work. Some will go to a bridge, some will go to as far as the highway, some will go as far as the bridge, some will go as far as the tunnel. They all set where they want to take their work in. And then let's say, a certain amount of leads come in within that work area, they're going to get split equally amongst all the Nanaimo franchisees. They're going to get split equally amongst all the Abbotsford franchisees. They're going to get split equally amongst all the Surrey franchisees. Or a city like Maple Ridge, where we have 8 or 9 franchisees, the leads will be split equally amongst them. But what's great is that if we only had one franchisee, or perfect example is an independent business, and we only had one trailer and one brand advertised in that area, we wouldn't get very many leads. The system becomes powerful when you think about, okay, well, there's 10, 12 trailers driving around the city of Nanaimo. There's 10 or 12 or 15 trailers driving around the city of Maple Ridge. There's 10 or 12 or 15 trailers driving around Abbotsford. And when the numbers start hitting that level, more and more people see more and more advertising for gyms mowing more and more often. And what are they going to think about when they need landscaping services? They're going to think about us first. And that's what happens. So one trailer is going to generate, let's say, X amount of leads in a territory, but 10 trailers are going to generate 100x worth of leads in a territory. It's exponential growth. So while other franchise systems limit the amount of franchisees in the area and limit the territory, we'll put more franchisees without any limit on the territory. So you can go as far as you like, and you can put as many trucks as you like, and you can hire as many employees as you like, and you can bring in as much business as you like, and scale your business as large as you like. And let's let common sense prevail. Don't push out your boundaries until you have the infrastructure and you have the capacity to do so.